how to apply borders and shading to your spreadsheets. Often, particularly when you have longer spreadsheets, it can be a challenge to read things on screen. This is made even worse when you start to print things out. So in this video, we're going to cover a number of ways that you can shade, format, and add borders to your Excel spreadsheets. First of all, if we want to add a border, the easiest way to do this is to highlight the cells you want to put a border around, click the drop arrow beside borders, and choose the desired format. So maybe you just want outside borders, a thick one, or a thin one, or maybe you just want borders in certain locations, top lines, bottom lines, etc. I'm going to choose all borders. It automatically puts the borders on the outside of the selected data. Please, please, please don't highlight your whole worksheet and then apply borders to it. What happens then is Excel sees the borders, and as far as it's concerned, that's an entry in the cell, and you'll end up, when you print, you'll have hundreds of pages of blank cells with borders just around them, because if a border's on a cell, Excel considers that cell to have something in it or on it. So make sure you just select the cells you want to apply to. Now let's say we want these items down the left and the column headings to stand out a little more. First, I'm going to highlight these headings. I'm going to hold down the Control key and select these ones. Because I want all of these to be shaded, I might as well do them all at the same time. I can click the drop arrow here to choose shading from the particular colors or options here, or I can click the drop arrow and choose more borders. From the Borders tab, we also have Fill, and from here I can choose particular colors for the cells. Now, if you are intending to print this out, try to stay away from actual colors, because sometimes it can be very hard to read text and not everybody has color printing. So go with the grayscale, because what that enables you to do is have some shading without it being too overbearing. I'll click OK. Now at the same time, I want to make these cells bold so they'll stand out. Now I have my shaded data and bolded headings. Now this one here is just cut off a little, so I'm going to highlight all of these columns, widen one, and it widens all of the columns. Now doesn't that look much nicer? Let's have a look at another alternative. Here we are back at our raw data. Now, Excel has an inbuilt feature that enables you to sort of make things look nicer than they actually are. It's called a table, formatting as a table. And this is a table of data, but we can click the drop arrow here and we can choose some of these defined layouts to make it easier to have our data display. So I might choose this particular option here, and what it's going to do is have a thick black title row, and then every second one is going to be grayscaled. It says, is this the range of cells that I want to apply this to? And does my table have headers? Well, the answer is yes, it does have headers. I'm just going to click OK. So what it does is it automatically shades our information. We'd still need to resize the columns to make it fit a little more. And if we didn't want these particular drop arrows, we could go to Sort and Filter and switch the filters off. And our data looks much nicer without us having to do an awful lot of work. So that's some great ways you can apply borders and shading to your spreadsheets in Excel.